7.1b is on adding and subtracting polynomials. So we have to pay attention to combining like terms. So if we look at 2x plus 4, right? We've seen things like this before. We can't actually combine this any further, right? It's like saying we have 2 xylophones and 4 pencils. We can't add those together to make 6 of one thing. Okay, they're not like terms. We can't combine them anymore. So that's what we have to pay attention to. All right, so we're looking for things that have the same variable and the same exponent. So here's 7x. So that's x to the first. We're looking for another term here that's got x to the first. Well, the only other one that has that is negative 4x. Those are like terms. Let's do one more together. Here is 9x to the fourth. Well, we're looking for that same variable x and an exponent of 4. So negative 5x to the fourth would be the like term. Okay, go ahead, pause the video and try matching up the rest of these. All right, so here are the polynomials that we are going to try to add together. So we have 2x squared minus 3x plus 4 plus 3x squared plus 2x minus 3. So that's a lot. So if you're kind of confused when you start off, here's what I suggest. I would organize my terms. So I have 2x squared. Looking through my polynomial, I've got a 3x squared. Well, that's all my x squareds. Here I've got x to the first power, and then another x to the first power, and then last but not least, just my constants. So now that I've organized it, it'll be a little bit easier for me to combine. I have 2x squared plus 3x squared. Well, remember, we're just going to combine those coefficients. 2 plus 3 leaves us with 5. 5 of what? Well, 5x squared. Negative 3x plus 2x would be negative 1x squared, which is just negative x, and then 4 minus 3 is just a positive 1. So our answer is 5x squared minus x plus 1. This would be a good time to pause the video and try letter B for yourself. So looking at letter B, when you get more comfortable with it, you don't have to organize your terms, but I'm going to organize my terms just so we can look at this. I have 2x to the third. Looking through my terms, I've got a 4x to the third. All right, then way down here, I've got an x squared. Notice how I'm keeping it in standard form, right? I started with my x to the third. Now I'm working my way down all the way down to my constants. That's my only other x squared, but I've got an x to the first power. And last but not least, I've got my constants I can put right at the end there. Now that I've organized it, I'm ready to add. So 2x cubed plus 4x cubed, well, that gives me 6x cubed. Okay, I only have 1x squared, so I'm just subtracting 8x squared. That doesn't change. Neither does my negative 2x, but I can combine 8 minus 7, which is just 1. So 6x cubed plus 8x squared minus 2x plus 1. Keep in mind that when you are combining, so adding and subtracting polynomials, you have to write your final answer in standard form. Right, so you want your highest exponent down to your lowest. Highest exponent down to your lowest exponent. Let's subtract a couple. So we want to find the difference. So this one you have to be careful. So if we look, we've got a negative and a set of parentheses. So remember, we've talked about this before, and there's really an invisible negative 1 right here. When you're subtracting, you have to remember to distribute that negative. Right? You're subtracting all 3 terms in the parentheses, so you have to distribute that negative or distribute that subtraction sign to all 3 terms. All right? So we really have 7x cubed, well, minus 3x plus 1. And I'm just going to rewrite this. We'd have a negative times x cubed, negative times positive 4x squared, and then a negative times negative 2x, which becomes a positive 2. So I distributed my negative. Now I'm ready to combine my terms. All right, so we have 7x cubed minus x cubed. Well, 7 minus 1 leaves us with 6x cubed. Looking at my terms, my next highest exponent is x squared. I don't have anything to combine it with though, so I'm just going to rewrite that as negative 4x squared. Then I've got an x, but again, I don't have anything to combine it with, so it's just negative 3x, but I do have 2 constants. 1 plus 2 is 3. So our answer is 6x cubed minus 4x squared minus 3x plus 3. This would be a good time to pause the video and try letter B for yourself. All right, so again, always remember when you're subtracting, you have to distribute that negative. So this first polynomial is just going to stay the same, 4x cubed minus x plus 9. Here you got to distribute that subtraction sign. It becomes negative 5x cubed. Then we've got a negative times a negative leaves us with plus 6x squared, and then minus 2. Okay, remember you can rearrange these terms if you want to, put your exponents with their kind of neighbors, or if you can do it in your head, you don't have to rearrange them. 4x cubed minus 5x cubed leaves us with negative 1x cubed, which we could also just write as negative x cubed. Then we've got a plus 6x squared, but nothing to combine it with. And we're going to subtract 8x, and last but not least, we've got this plus 9 minus 2, which just leaves us with a positive 7. So that is our final answer. All right. We're also going to talk about something called function notation. So it's used to identify functions. In other words, it's just kind of used to label them. So we want to evaluate each of these problems. So if we let f of x, we let the function f equal 2x squared minus 8x plus 3, right? So we're just labeling or naming this function 2x squared minus 8x plus 3. Okay, and so we can talk about two of these at the same time. So that's f of x, g of x is 10x minus 6, right? So now that we've labeled them, this first time we want to take f of x and add g of x. So we're going to take what f of x is, and we are going to add g of x to it. So that'll look a little something like this. 2x squared minus 8x plus 3 plus 10x minus 6. Would be a good time to pause and try this out for yourself. The final answer should be 2x squared plus 2x minus 3. Okay, over here it's the same type of thing, except we're subtracting. So we're going to take g of x, 10x minus 6, and subtract f of x. So subtract 2x squared minus 8x plus 3. Again, pause, try this out for yourself. And your final answer should be negative 2x squared plus 18x minus 9. Be very careful when you're subtracting. You always have to distribute that negative sign. All right, reminders, that function notation, it's just a way to label different functions or different polynomials so you can talk about more than one at a time. Like terms, they have to have the same variable and the same exponent. And then subtracting polynomials, do not forget to distribute.